what do you think of the narratives that women are being told today? Things like you're beautiful at any size, for example. That's something that we've been hearing loud and clear all over social media. Lizzo is beautiful. She's absolutely stunning and brave, right? What do you think of those stories, those narratives that they've been telling the gals?
Dude, that is detrimental to women.
Yeah.
We are told that we are tens, no matter what size, shape, what we bring to the table, anything. And I actually had this conversation with a friend a couple weeks ago. She's a single woman, 35, never been married, never had kids. And I'm like, what are you like on a scale of 1 to 10? Where do you put yourself?
Mm.
She's like, I'm a 12. I know that I'm a 12 and I deserve the best. And I was like, okay.
What would you rate her?
I would say she's a 6. She's probably, she could lose some weight. She's adorable and she's sweet, but she's not a 10. And she looks at me and she goes, well, what would you rate yourself? And I was like, I'm a 7. I know I'm a 7. I'm good with a 7. Like, I don't expect a man that's here if I'm here, right? Now, does that mean that I'm not worthy of love? No, like I know my value. I know who I am and what I am. But I don't know, realistic. Like, women are not realistic and they're fed this line of bullshit that they are perfect just as they are and they shouldn't do anything different and they should just expect Prince Charming to show up because that's who they are.
You're okay with the notion that women are beauty objects to men?
Yeah.
So a lot of women fight with that. They really struggle with the notion that women are beauty objects to men, or beauty objects in general in the sexual marketplace. Some would even say sex objects to men.
Well, that doesn't mean that's all we are, right? But I do think there's so much of our value, and society even says that, like, our looks.
Do you think that that's like the vast majority of what women are to men, beauty/sex objects? Because I would argue that you'd have a difficult time. Like, a guy would never say anything, like along the lines of, "Oh, she's got a really nice personality. I want to bang her," sort of thing. It's like,
right.
Like, you can't bang a nice personality.
Correct.
See what I'm saying? So, like, the vast majority of the attraction that comes from, like, it's why women, you've all got your hair done, you got your makeup on, you're looking wonderful tonight. Perfect, right? Like, all of that work that goes in it. Like, I just put on a shirt and took a shower, right? So it's simple for a guy. But as far as it goes, like, are you comfortable with the notion, the narrative that I believe is reality anyway, where men are success objects and women are beauty objects? But women struggle with that. Like, what do you say to that? Like, they really struggle with it.
I got to call BS on this really quick.
Go.
So specifically to Leandra, because I'm aware of one of your businesses and the Badass Boudoir, and I'm going to read this directly from the website, and I'm curious what you have to say about this. So this is an experience all women need to have, to be reminded that regardless of what the scale says, how many stretch marks you have, your height, tit size, or how many chins we think we have, we're badass and beautiful right here in the body we're in. So why not show it off? It sounds a little.
So yes,
against
but
what
let
you're
me
kind of preaching to us
explain.
right now.
Leandra, that sounds like a gotcha
And
bitch.
you're also kind of, I mean, you charge people money for these too. So I'm kind of curious on where.
Let me
your,
explain how
really
this
lies.
happens. Yeah. Okay, so I bring these women in and we do retreats, and it is centered around boudoir, but that is mainly like just a catalyst. Okay, we also have a lot of coaching and conversations that go into that whole weekend. So many women are afraid to actually get naked, physically, emotionally, mentally, all of that. And boudoir is just like the in for it. So I get these women to get naked and they see themselves through a different light. And then they see their value in the fact that, oh, I am hot. I am worth eating right and exercising and doing better and coming back and doing this again and being, having a better body. And it's not just about your body, but having this value of more than just, oh, I'm a size 12 and that's just who I am. No, like, I try to push more than just health.
You just agreed that women are beauty objects.
I think they are beauty. They are beauty objects. Like, we are put in this spot.
But you're also telling women that they're beautiful regardless of stretch
do you ever
marks or
reject
size.
women that come to these and say you're not good looking enough to do this?
No.
You need to go work on yourself?
But I can tell you that boudoir was a catalyst for me. Like, I didn't find myself sexy whatsoever. And
what's the definition of boudoir?
Leandra, like, look, I mean, I can
sorry.
Look at these. I mean, I can see the women on this bus, and I know what you look like versus what some of these women look like. I mean, you're objectively more attractive than probably 90% of the women I see in this photo. So, I mean, I think you're already starting way ahead.
Well, when I first did boudoir was almost 5 years ago, and I did not look the way that I do now. I did not take care of my body. But because of that, that was the catalyst for me to take care of my body, to become a bikini competitor. Like, it showed me the value of who, if we're talking about looks, like who I was just through that lens of somebody else's view. And then I was like, oh shit.
Sorry, clarity, please. Boudoir, what does that mean again?
So boudoir is like, it's sexy pictures. It's not porn.
So you take objectively unattractive women, put them in nice clothing, good photography and lighting with motorcycles
makeup,
and cool background,
hair,
makeup, and you make them look sexy.
Dude, it's about angles. And I mean, there's so much more to it, but yeah.
Isn't that? And then they use these photographs for what?
Whatever they want.
Dating apps?
Actually, I would say the majority of the women are married and or they're in relationships. So they use them to send to their men or for their own confidence boost too. That's huge.
But okay, so there's a little bit of a blurry line there. Moff, pointed to it, because I was asking you, like, do you think women are beautiful at any size? Is Lizzo hot sort of thing? But on your website, you're basically saying your stretch marks don't matter.
I'm saying that we can find the beauty in any size, but that doesn't mean that's where you should stay, right? You should find the value in yourself to push towards a better body and a better health.
Right. Okay. So
I'm not saying,
but we're using the term beauty really literally, aren't we? I mean, if everyone is beautiful, then no one's beautiful.
But I mean,
beauty by itself is a discriminatory term.
But there's a scale to beauty too, right?
Sure.
Yeah, and it's all physical.
There's also a scale to weight as well. And when you apply weight to a scale and the numbers go up and they get really high, then you should really take that seriously, right?
Right.
I think all the women agree here. Yeah. I really hope you guys enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full-length podcast, you can find that over here, that clip's from. If you're newer to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe over here and pin down below in the top comment. You'll find a bunch of useful links to my website, my supplement line, books, and a bunch of other stuff. Have an amazing day. Peace out.